Howdy y'all and welcome. Hope everybody's doing well out there so far. In today's forecast, we're going to be taking a look at what we could expect as we head into the month of April. As we all know, April showers typically bring May flowers, so we'll go ahead and determine that in today's forecast. Now keep in mind, anything over a week out is virtually impossible to forecast, let alone a month from now. But we're going to get a basic understanding here. We're going to take a look at the 500 millibar high anomaly map first. This determines our troughs and ridges. The blue is the trough and the red is the ridge. As we push further towards the end of March and into the beginning parts of April, we see a lot of troughs and ridges occurring up until the middle part of April, where it's looking like a major ridge is going to be taking hold through May. Now, how does this relate to what kind of precipitation we could be getting in on? As we all know, April showers bring May flowers, so let's go and take a look at this. We can see out west and out east dealing with a lot of heavy precipitation, while the central part of the country is going to be sort of dry. And this is going to change as we head into April. It's looking like the western part of the country is going to dry out as well as the central part. But this is going to change as well, as it's looking like the central part of the country is going to be coming in on well-needed precipitation, while the western part of the country is still going to be dry. And of course, the further and further we get into April, into May, more uncertainty. As you can see, more white on the map than green and brown. And as we take a look at the Climate Prediction Center and see what they think, we can see from Montana down into the southeast, we can see well above average precipitation, while from Texas up into Washington, up into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, we can see below average precipitation for y'all. So it's looking like April showers are going to be bringing May flowers for this part of the country, but not out west and up north. Now, of course, we have to have more than precipitation to get May flowers. We have to have those warm temperatures, right? Because without warm temperatures, we can't have those flowers, because if it's cold, then it's going to kill the flowers. So let's go and take a look at what kind of temperatures we could be possibly getting in on according to the temperature anomaly map. Now, this determines our above or below average temperatures. This don't determine our actual temperatures. Now, of course, I'm not going to show you all the actual temperatures. I might show you all a little snippet of it, but I'm not going to go in depth with that in this forecast. I'll have a forecast video out here on April Fools, so make sure you are subscribed if you're on YouTube, and go make sure if you're on Rumble, go follow this page as well. So we can see here, as we head into the beginning parts of April out west, it's looking like it's going to be kind of chilly for y'all, while the eastern part of the country is going to be heading into this little bit above average pattern, but of course, that chilly air is going to be sort of creeping in as we head into the middle parts of April, while the central part of the country is going to be heading into an above average temperature pattern, while the western part and eastern part is going to be a little bit chilly. Now, according to the Climate Prediction Center, this is where the differences are. It's looking like near normal to above average temperatures is expected. So it's looking like major differences between this and the Euro, but always rely on the Climate Prediction Center. Don't just rely on the models. Please rely on the experts at the National Weather Service and the Climate Prediction Center. It's looking like April showers are going to be bringing May flowers to much of the country, although the models were showing below average temperatures out west and out east. Now, of course, this is subject to change. Now, I did say I was going to show y'all a little snippet of the temperatures. I'm not going to go in depth. This is going to take us out to the middle parts of April. As we can see, we're going to be coming into some spring-like temperatures for much of the central and eastern part of the country. West part of the country is going to be chilly, of course. Of course, you got to be aware this time of year of planting anything, as frost will happen. So you see really chilly air coming down on April 3rd, warming back up again. So although we're going to be a little bit below average out west and out east, you can still come in on some warm temperatures. That don't mean it's going to be drastically cold. It just means a little bit below average for this time of year. Definitely something to watch. Of course, in my weekly forecast videos, I will be breaking this down even further, so make sure you're subscribed again down below. Now, of course, we got to take a look at whether or not we're going to be remaining in this El Nino pattern, or we're going to be coming into a La Nina weather pattern. Now, I'm just going to give y'all an overview of what this article is telling us. So we can see INSO alert system saying that we're coming into an El Nino advisory and into a La Nina watch. This is updated every second Thursday of each month. So we can see last month, we were dealing with well above average precipitation for much of the country and pretty warm temperatures, which brought some major severe weather over here by Ohio. So the next 3 months, they're predicting well above average temperatures for much of the country to near normal, as well as above average precipitation from Montana down in the southeast. That's what they were showing in the April outlook by the Climate Prediction Center. This could cause some major severe weather out here. Looks like some below average precipitation is expected down here in Texas and Washington. Looks like April showers ain't going to be bringing May flowers for y'all, unfortunately. Of course, I already showed y'all the temperatures and the precipitation. And this was updated on March 25th, by the way. So we can see here on this bar graph, see March, we're still in this El Nino pattern, but we're starting to transition over into a neutral pattern. April's going to be heading into a stronger neutral pattern and into a weak La Nina. But then as we head further into the year, we're going to be heading to a stronger La Nina pattern, which could result in a stronger hurricane season, as AccuWeather has already updated the hurricane forecast. Now, I will have a hurricane forecast video out possibly by the end of April. And as you can see, they already issued the names. William's a name, so that's pretty interesting. So I go all the way up to the top of this article, we can see AccuWeather is going to be predicting an explosive 2024 hurricane season that could break records. Of course, they're fear-mongering, of course, but it could possibly happen. Stay tuned for further updates. You see, they're predicting 20 to 25 named storms. 8 to 12 of them are going to be hurricanes. 4 to 7 of them are going to be major hurricanes, with 4 to 6 of them causing direct impacts. Last year, we had 19 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 major, and 4 that impacted us. And as you can see, during a La Nina pattern, we're going to be having more activity down here in the Gulf and the Atlantic. Less activity down here in Central America. Now, of course, the factors behind why this happens is because we're going to be having warmer waters out in the Atlantic, less wind shear, recipe for disaster. Florida could be getting slammed this year. That's what they're saying here. Of course, y'all are confused at what La Nina is. Here it is right here. Drier conditions down in the southern half, wetter conditions up in the northern half, and colder as well. Warmer out east, which means hurricane season could be getting ramped up. Could be a strong hurricane season. Hurricane season typically lasts from June into November. And I will obviously do my normal hurricane coverage when hurricane season gets started. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Now, of course, let's go ahead and shift gears here and take a look at our solar eclipse forecast. Now, here on April 8th, it's supposed to occur at right around 2 or 3 o'clock. Not looking good, y'all. This will obviously change, of course. Looking like rainfall is going to be happening down here by Texas. Could be coming in on some cloudy conditions up here. Now, of course, I will have a video out on April Fool's Day breaking this down, and I will have further updates on X and on Facebook, so just stay tuned there, as this will obviously change. So don't get bummed out, y'all. So it's looking like April showers are going to be bringing May flowers, as it's looking like warm and wet conditions are going to be in store for much of the country here in April. Although the Climate Prediction Center and the Euro were showing 2 different things, please rely on the Climate Prediction Center, as those guys are the experts. Models are subject to change. Now, of course, looking at the La Nina or El Nino patterns, looking like we're coming into strong La Nina as we're heading further into the year. Definitely something to watch. Could be coming in on a strong hurricane season. Now, we'll have a hurricane video out possibly at the end of April and the beginning of May, as hurricane season starts from June into November. Be aware of this, as we could come in on a strong hurricane season. And looking at the solar eclipse forecast, it's looking like we could be coming in on a soggy solar eclipse, unfortunately, but don't get bummed out because it's still pretty far away and it's subject to change. So make sure you are following my social media channels, Facebook and X and Rumble and YouTube. We'll have further updates on there, and I will have a video out possibly on April Fool's Day. So make sure if you like the video, please like it and hit that share button so more folks are informed about the weather. Make sure you are subscribed down below so you never miss an upload. Zero Always Weather. We try to make weather forecasting fun and informative. And if you're on Rumble, of course, make sure you go follow that. Now, I know most people haven't been getting my uploads here lately. So if you haven't gotten any uploads, YouTube likes to screw around with the viewership for some weird reason. They get a good kick out of that. That's YouTube. They're just ran by pedophiles. But if you're not getting any uploads, go follow my Rumble channel. I'll have links down below. It's Williams WX98. Just go check it out. Please go follow Rumble. I would greatly appreciate it, y'all. And if there's anything y'all want to see on the channel or any feedback you want to give me, just please make sure you comment down below. Feedback is always appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who tune in every single time to watch me. I greatly appreciate it. So again, like, comment, and subscribe or follow. Have a great Easter. Have a great Good Friday. And until next time, never stop forecasting.